Hello everyone, welcome back to another Ecosystem Spotlight Q&A. I'm Amana from Partisia Blockchain, and today I'm joined by Gael, who is the co-founder and CEO of Muwpay. And in today's Q&A, we'll be learning more about Muwpay and why they choose to build on Partisia Blockchain. Before we get started, would you mind just sharing a bit about your background and your role within the team?
Well, thank you for having me. So my background was more into finance. I've got a PhD in financial math, and then went back to Harvard, get a certificate on alternative finance. Got into the blockchain business in 2015, 2016. Got really started to be a creator and a builder, in 2017, 2018, and especially during COVID, like that was full time. And yeah, now it's very interesting. Like the landscape has changed, and I'm glad to be created Muwpay with a great team. Like I actually love my team.
Great, thank you. And what is the main objective of Muwpay and what problems are you trying to address?
So the problem of interoperability not being existent as for now, especially in the fact that no one is able to actually aggregate different tokens from different wallets. One of the main problems and the main operational risk is using different swaps and swap platform, different bridges, different decks. Like it's very, very troublesome. And Muwpay is actually here to solve that. So created a more flexible, easier way to aggregate your token and created, swap without even leaving the DApp.
Cool. And why did you choose to build on Partisia Blockchain?
So to be honest with you, Partisia it was at first not our first choice, to be honest. Like we actually happened to stumble on Partisia, and once we did, we started very interesting for multiple reasons. One, I mean, the first main reason, to be honest with you, is BYOC, so bring your own coin, which is the ability to replicate another coin from another blockchain. I thought that was genius, especially to to be able to create such a cross-chain solution for us who created what we call a smart wallet on Partisia. That was very, very interesting. But then again, the ZK and the privacy compute and also the oracles, like all of those elements from Partisia, the 6 core features of Partisia was like all of them somehow are very interesting from now on to the future. So yeah, we were very impressed. And also the quality of the cryptographers. Not only once when you come from a mathematic background, a lot of people think crypto is just, tokens and coins, but being a real cryptographer and having knowledge and the culture of the whole cryptography ecosystem and universe is also very important, and Partisia got all of that.
Great, sounds good, thank you. And what challenges have you come across, or what challenges are you looking out for sort of going forward?
To be honest, I want to say what challenge did we not try to overcome? When you build something, when you're a builder, you stumble on a lot of different things. And be able to connect different dexes to create for Partisia, this smart wallet is not an easy task. It's such a high ambition to be able to be simple. It's very hard to be simple, actually, as funny as it sounds. And one of the challenges is no one really done it before. So, being the first, you stumble on so many stuff that it's going to be easier than for the next generation, but we're still building the ecosystem, and the industry is still very young. So there's a lot of people who come up with new stuff, and the code being in Rust, it's also a different language that is profound, deep, and once you don't know it, like, you got to get into it, then, understand it to be able to deploy it. So a lot of testing, error testing and stuff. So yeah, you can easily lose your path if you start, getting down the rabbit hole, and that's stay focused on the main target and objective. That's alone is a big challenge.
Of course. And what is your current project status, and what are you working on at the moment?
So we start building that like I said, Muwpay has a smart wallet for Partisia blockchain, and it's so we in a test mode. We've been coding quite a lot already, and testing it, because what we call our own definition of a smart wallet is a wallet that can be here to ease stuff up, but also to protect you somehow. And so it's a lot of front end also development. The UX UI is as important of the back office. So like the all the energy that we put in the development for now is about, we'll say, 50% of the whole mission that we've done so far, and it's quite a long mission. So we are advancing well. We have this steady, and we have a lot of points. Like Partisia has a lot of good developers. You can reach out to Partisia Foundation developers and ask for advice, ask for feedback. It's the communication is great, and that's one point also that's very important, because being a builder, and I've built on other chains, you don't get to actually directly talk to the developers of the blockchain and show them what you stumble on, having the feedback, because sometimes you create something and they have probably project or ideas they will share. They will tell us, like, maybe guys, you should do it this way because we're working on something different, and it's a real partnership, and you don't often get to have a real partnership in a space like that. So it's very interesting.
Yeah, of course. And what can we expect in your roadmap in terms of your short and long-term goals at the moment?
One of the long-term goals is to be a pioneer in, I want to say, in the cross-chain business, because that's what we're really looking at. And short-term goal is to be accepted by the community in the way we are, and having the community help us, because again, community is I think it's worse than a boss. Like, if the community is not don't agree with what you're doing, like, they will say so in a way that can affect your emotions sometimes. You're like, yeah, like they can be like, yeah, no, that sucks. You'd be like, dude, I've been, days in, days out on this project. So, I want to say, be able to satisfy the community first, and in the long-term run, be a pioneer in the space.
What is the best way for everyone to keep up to date on the project?
Well, you can easily reach out to us on LinkedIn, on Twitter as well. We quite answer pretty fast. Even if you have questions, you actually can Telegram me at Gael Bokongo directly, asking a question. Xavier, Drew, Medicine, Mohammed, like our team, we're a team of 6, and yeah, we love what we're doing. So like we listen to everything anyone has to say in the space.
Great, sounds good. Thanks so much for your time, and looking forward to seeing how the project develops.
Thank you for having me. Bye.
Thank you.